How to stop the scroll. I have this really bad habit where I say I'm just gonna look on TikTok for 5 minutes and I end up scrolling for over an hour. I feel more tired than before and I don't even know how all of that time passed. I've realized that telling myself to just put the phone down doesn't always work. So I've created this system that actually works great. The first thing is I let myself scroll for a little bit longer. But before you freak out, I set a timer. And at the end of the 3 minutes, know exactly what you're gonna do. So you can't negotiate with yourself when the timer's up. When the timer goes off, I normally get up and go for a walk. Even if it's 15 minutes with a little bit of my favorite music, this does wonders. For me, I find that getting up and moving a little bit is sometimes just the thing I need to do to get out of this weird trance scrolling has me in. Now, I've started to keep a list of my 3 favorite things that always make me feel better. These are not things you should do. These are things that actually make you feel better when you're done doing them. And you can do them in 5 minutes and feel better. Maybe it's taking a quick shower and having an actual reset. Sometimes it's cleaning my room because my room is very much a reflection of how I'm doing. And sometimes it's just journaling and writing out 3 sentences about what's actually on my mind and why I'm choosing to scroll over doing something else. Now you just have to pick one of these things and do it. Oftentimes, the second I start doing one of these things, I find that this really breaks the loop because oftentimes after I've started doing one of these things, I really don't want to get back on my phone. And for the days that are the absolute worst and you really are just down in the dumps, sometimes it is okay to just have a day off. But there are 2 little switch ups that I do to get me off of TikTok at least. I always have felt so inspired by Pinterest. Pinterest brings me a lot of joy. So if I'm really struggling and I just need an hour to myself, sometimes I'll switch over to Pinterest because it gets me thinking about the life I want to live rather than scrolling on social media and seeing everyone else's life. The other things I do on these really horrible, no good, very bad days is sometimes I put on my favorite movie. I feel like doing things that bring you comfort can also be a great strategy for getting out of this toxic loop that social media has us all in. I hope this helps, and if you happen to be having a really bad day when you're watching this, just know that things do in fact get better, and I'm sending you virtual hugs.